At the beginning of the 20th century, religious sisters Emilia Ponsoni, Regina Colombo, Concetta Finardi, and Luigi Pancheri took part in the world's largest astronomical project of the time, mapping the sky. Thus, it was necessary to photograph the sky with huge telescopes and classify all its stars. The four sisters cataloged more than 480,000.
The project started approximately in 1880 and lasted about 40 years. 18 national observatories divided the sky, then more observatories participated in the project, but the Vatican was in that first group and did its part.
To understand why the Vatican decided to invest in astronomical research, experts Sabino Maffeo and Paul Mueller explain that it's necessary to go back to the end of the 19th century.
The Vatican Observatory was inaugurated in 1891 by Pope Leo XIII. It was suggested by Father Francesco Denza, an astronomer. The aim was to show the world that the Church was not against science. There was another diplomatic political motivation. The Vatican Observatory was seen as a national observatory at a time when it was being questioned whether the Vatican should be a state.
Today, the Vatican has not lost its interest in astronomy and science. The observatory remains fully operational. There's another observatory in Arizona, fully dedicated to research. The headquarters of Castel Gandolfo, Italy, is more oriented to the organization of congresses and the museum. The professionals working there continue to include innovative and surprising techniques, such as this PlayStation remote control, which precisely handles some commands for this telescope. The Vatican's observatory, commonly called Specola, keeps unique memories and stories, such as that of the four sisters who studied the sky. They also preserve fragments of meteorites and memories of the popes that visited, such as Paul VI on the day man reached the moon. Those who work there continue to merge religion and science, as the astronomers are all priests. In Rome, Melissa Butts, Currents News.
Wait till you find out about the Vatican astronomer saying he's operating with Project Lucifer. This great Catholic astronomer, the number one, is operating with something called Project Lucifer. What is that?
Well, up on top of Mount Graham in Arizona, there's an observatory complex. It consists of three very high-powered telescopes. One is the Vatican Advanced Technology Telescope. There's a radio telescope, and then there's one called the Large Binocular Telescope. This is the most powerful telescope in the world. In fact, they told us they can get better images of space than the Hubble Space Telescope can. Now, attached to this telescope is an infrared camera named Lucifer, which is really a kind of an odd name for a camera. And you know, from the information that we gathered, this thing was named by the Max Planck Institute and some German astronomers. But the Vatican is part of this conglomerate up there, that they're all working together. Now, what this instrument's used for is astrobiology, for looking for exoplanets, looking for other worlds. And the infrared spectrum is also very useful for seeing things that can't be seen with the naked eye. And many UFO researchers have noted that you can see a lot of ships and entities that you normally can't see.
Tell me about what the Vatican astronomers are telling you, or what other experts, I mean, you had a research team.
Right.
Tell me a few of the things they're telling
Well,
you.
first of all, the day that we spent it on Mount Graham, the entire day there, we had the Jesuits speaking to us face to face. We also had systems engineers. It was astonishing, the access that they gave us. And one of the things we found amazing in the use of the Lucifer device and even the other telescopes is how commonly the astronomers spoke of UFOs. We were just taken back by the fact that it was almost a nuisance to them that there are so many.
This telescope, the Vatican Advanced Technology Telescope, it was the first of the new technology telescopes that has been considered pretty much the norm now in developing telescopes. With the advance of computer technology, we have the capability of bringing that advanced technology directly into our telescope. So it's an expandable, it's almost like it's a living machine, so it can grow as technology grows.